Welcome to Chisholm Trail 61. Today we're going to do us some homemade breadsticks. And I'm going to show you how I do them coming up right now. Okay, first thing you're going to need for your breadsticks is here I got 1 cup of warm water. It's about 110 degrees. I'm going to put it in my mixing bowl there. Here I have 2 tablespoons of just regular granulated sugar I'm going to put in there. And here I have 1 package of the active dry yeast. Now be sure you use the active dry yeast. You don't want to use the instant yeast on this recipe here. We're going to open it up and we're going to just put the whole package down in there. We're going to give that a little bit of a stir there just to get it mixed up good. You don't want to stir it rough because you have to be gentle whenever you're using yeast. Give that a little stir there. Get our sugar dissolved and our yeast all mixed in good. Just stirring it gently. And what we're going to do, we're going to let this sit for about 5 minutes until it starts to get some bubbles, on top. And that way we'll know our yeast is working. And whenever that happens, we'll bring you back. Okay, our yeast mixture's been sitting about 5 minutes there, and we just set our bowl on our stand mixer here. And what we got 2 cups of all-purpose flour here. And we're just going to set our stand mixer down. We're going to start it on low. We're just going to gradually mix that in. Again, that's 2 cups of all-purpose flour. And here we got 3 tablespoons of melted butter. We're just going to add that in on it. And what we're going to do, we're just going to let this get combined good. I'm going to get me a spatula here where I can sort of mix it together. Because my flour sort of, whenever you're using a flour like that, you got to sort of bring it down off of your sides to be sure that you get it all. And y'all know me, I got to make my mess. I ain't doing anything I feel like if I ain't making a mess. I'm going to wipe that off right there on that dough hook. Now, I am using a dough hook on this today. Set that back down. We're just going to mix this on low till it gets combined. Speed it up just a little bit there to make it go ahead and combine up good. Okay, what we got here, we got 1 teaspoon of just regular salt that I'm going to put in. Let it mix there. And then I've got a 1/2 cup more of all-purpose flour. I'm going to just dump in right in the middle there. And I'm going to set that down. And I'm going to start it on low speed there. And then I'm going to gradually work up to about a medium. And we're going to let that sit there and go for about 6 minutes till our dough gets, smooth and mixed in well. And we'll bring it back when that 6 minutes is up. Okay, our mixer's been going for about 6 minutes there. Maybe 7. I really wasn't timing it that close, but you see how smooth it is there now. What we want to do, we want to just take our hook off, our dough hook off. I want to get this down off of my dough hook. See how smooth and how stringy it is? That's the way you want your dough. It's tacky, but it's not sticky, you know what I mean? You can touch it without really getting it all over your hands. And that's the way it needs to be. I'm just going to work it down off my dough hook there. I'm going to set this over here to the side. Set that down. I'm going to get my bowl off here. Set my mixer over here out the way where it won't be in our way there. And here I got a bowl that I sprayed with cooking spray real well. I'm going to just empty my dough over into that bowl there. And you see how it's just staying together there. That's just exactly what you want. You want it to stay together, where it's just, you know it's mixed good, and it's like it's supposed to be when it does like it there. That's exactly what you're looking for. Just let that sit down there. And what we're going to do, we're going to put a cover over it, and we're going to let that set for 1 hour, and we'll bring you back after that hour. Okay, our dough's been setting for about an hour now, and you can see I sanitized, and I've got my island flour just a little bit there, and you can see how much our dough's risen up there. And what we want to do, we're just going to pat it down. Just get the air out of it. Just pat it down, get the air out of it. And then we're going to take this spatula, because it's just a little bit sticky. We're going to just go around it with the spatula there. And we're just going to dump it out onto our surface here. We're going to set that over out of the way. We're going to take us just a little bit of flour and sprinkle on top of it. So we can handle it there. What we want to do, we just want to take, and we're going to put it, press it out into a rectangle. Just a rectangle shape. Ain't got to be real big. It really doesn't matter how thick it is right here at this point. So, I mean, there's no exact measurement that you have to go by at that point there. And we're going to take a biscuit cutter. And what we're going to do, we're going to cut our dough right down the middle into 2 equal pieces. And then we're going to cut each one of them into 2 equal pieces, so that we'll have 4 equal pieces. We're just going to slide the pick head up, sort of move it over a little. We're going to cut each one of them now into 3 pieces. Try to cut them into equal pieces here. I don't know how good I'll be at cutting them in equal pieces, but we're going to try. And like I said, it doesn't matter if they're exact or not, because we're going to do another step with them that'll even them out anyway. But the point is, we want to get to 12 pieces is what we're going after. And that gives us 12 pieces there. Now I'm going to put me just a little bit more flour down on this end here. And what we're going to do, we're going to take, and we're going to move us one of them over here, and we're going to just sort of roll it out. It's going to, at first it'll be a little hard to get the roll because of, you know, it being still a little wet, but as you pick up that flour, it'll roll out. We want to get it about 9 inches long, that's about 8 or 9 inches long right there. And then we got a cookie sheet lined with parchment paper. We're just gonna pick it up and we're gonna put it right on our parchment paper there. And I'm gonna do one more here for y'all. What we want to do, we get us a little bit more flour and put down there, but we don't want them sticking. So we're gonna keep that floured up there good. We get us another one. Just pick it up, and like I said, if it sticks, it ain't no big deal right now. The only reason you wanted the rectangle is so you can get it into the 12 pieces. Be able to cut it into the 12 pieces. Just roll it out into a rectangle about 9 inches long, and then pick it up and put it on here. And now these are going to be homemade breadsticks, so it doesn't matter if they're perfect, but you want to keep them about 2 inches apart because they're going to spread up some. Now I'm going to do the rest of these off camera. I'm not going to make y'all sit here and watch me do them all, but when I get them all rolled, I'll bring you back. Okay, we got all 12 of our breadsticks rolled out, you can see here. Now all we want to do, we're just going to take a towel and we're just going to lay over the top of them. We're going to let them set for 30 minutes, which will give me time to clean up a mess I made here with the flour. But I'll set them over there, and we'll preheat the oven to go ahead and preheat your oven to 400 degrees and let them set for 30 minutes, and we'll bring you back. Okay, we've had our breadsticks proofing for about 30 minutes there now, resting, and we're going to just peel our towels off of them here. And what we're going to do, we got our oven preheated to 400 degrees over there. We're going to put them in the oven for between 12 to 18 minutes. Now we're going to put one on the middle rack, one on the bottom rack, and in about 7 minutes we're going to swap racks with them to try to get, a little bit more even cooked. You don't have to do that. That's just something I'm going to do. But anyway, we're going to put them in the oven about 12 to 18 minutes, and when we take them out, we're going to brush them down with a mixture there. It's really going to put them over the top. We'll bring you back and show you that then. Okay, while we're waiting on our breadsticks to come out of the oven there, they're just about ready. We're going to mix this up a topping. In here I got 2 tablespoons of butter melted. And in my little cup here I got a half teaspoon of garlic powder, half teaspoon of salt, and half teaspoon of parsley flake. Parsley, just dried parsley. I'm just going to drop that in there. And I'm just going to sort of stir that around and mix it up there. And that's going to be our topping for our breadsticks. But they fixing to come out, and we'll bring you back as soon as they do. Okay, we got our breadsticks out of the oven there, and we're just going to brush them with our mixture here while they're still good and warm. Want to brush them while they're still good and warm with our mixture there. And what we'll do is whenever we get them brushed good, we're going to sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on them. You can see what they look like in their homemade breadsticks. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle the Parmesan cheese on these here. You just want to put you a good little coating of Parmesan cheese on them. Of course, the more you like Parmesan cheese, the more you can put on them. But anyway, we're just going to, and them things smell good. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I want to get into one of them before they get cold. So I'm going to go ahead and hurry up and get into that one of them down there. And then we're going to get that going. Man, does that smell good, and does that look good? Hey, we having spaghetti tonight with these, and so they're going to really go good and set that spaghetti off. Sprinkle me some Parmesan cheese on these. We're going to get us one, and we're going to break it open here. Let's see. What one should we get? We'll just get this littlest one here. We're going to break this thing open. You see it's done on the bottom and on the top. I want y'all to see. I get it broke apart. Look at there. Look at there how fluffy that is on the inside. That's good as Olive Gardens. Man. I tell you what, that topping really sets them off. Hey, bake, like I said, 400 degrees, 12 to 18 minutes. Simple recipe. If you don't have a stand mixer, you can use a hand mixer with a dough hook, or you can actually just knead it by hand. It's just easier to use a mixer. But if you would, give our video a thumbs up there, like, share, comment, subscribe to our channel. We appreciate all of you do. Appreciate all of you take the time every day to watch our videos. Homemade breadsticks. We'll see you on the next one.